Okay. Rather this stuff.
Yeah, but you get short hair. You didn't have it all. And your head is a lot smaller. That was scary. Yeah.
Oh, you're welcome. This is the Halloween donut. How can you say no?
But this song on TV, there's a public
You don't have a chance to eat kind of a bowl.
the one that had a
I need to go back to my
I'm on that video. I'm the one that says,
Dropping this some, yeah. Okay, something to maybe put strawberries in. Okay. Right, Todd? Right?
yeah.
The zoning.
Hey Tom, what did it say on that box?
EV disability, and then it cuts off his live 1080p.
No, it's good.
I don't think he even caught my dining. So that's right. I was like, if you're that close to 6 kids, I don't know. Hey, Kaylee, what up?
Hello, Kaylee. How are you, man?
What up? She was to that movie that you think you saw me in. She was in that movie. And she's one of the action people.
You know, it's kind of the,
The GFA movie.
yeah, I was the coordinator of that. I was the director of that. I don't know what you would call it. I was the person that put that all together. That was my big project. The producer of it.
So apparently I'm not college student.
You were calling for a while today, I guess.
I told them. I excited to find it.
Well, that's good. You are actively ready to get a job. You're like, I have that degree, and I'm ready. So I have something to tell you.
Yes, you go.
You will be the first person to know. Your girlfriend will know later. But last night, I got engaged.
Ooh, congratulations.
Thank you.
Aww.
And I know you're gonna go bragging. I work with his girlfriend, so I know that Paul's gonna be like, I didn't work with her.
Ooh, oh, shy.
It
Ooh.
was very pretty.
So how did it happen? What did you do?
Really
How did you do it?
perfectly simple, just how I wanted it. I had to work late last night, so I didn't get home until about 7:30, 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
And my boyfriend usually doesn't, my fiance, doesn't usually get home till like 8 or 9 o'clock at night. So I came home and he was
Well, you're
already,
wearing jeans.
he wears jeans, everyone, he only wears jeans. Still has meetings at the White House and he wears jeans. And he's like, these are my nice jeans. I'm like, oh, okay. So I
think I'm
came
losing
home
my
and
mind.
he
I don't know where to put my phone
was
now.
there and I was like, oh, I'm surprised, you know, what a nice surprise, you're home. And I said, oh, it smells so delicious. He says, I mean dinner, you should go check it
No,
out.
that would have been
So
smart.
I walked
I
over to
see
the
it
kitchen
now.
and I was kind of looking at it and I turned around and he had gone and
Wanna
he goes,
test
so
the
will you?
audio?
And I said, yeah, of course.
Want to test the audio?
That was it. And then we opened up a bottle of champagne and started making it up.
You get a high five. I'm the second person to learn.
Well, no, I mean, I called like my family and everything. But I guess
Hello everyone,
outside of
testing the live stream. Thank you. Hopefully you can hear me. I know there's about 10 of you online right now, so we are waiting for our final group of students before we get started. But this should work pretty nicely. We're just waiting to test the captions, and we've also sent you that other link for captions in a separate window if needed. So, thank you.
Can I put you on remarks? Can I read you on remarks? Or I don't want to do one.
Now I'll wait 30 seconds for myself.
Okay, so that works.
Can we maybe like step into the other room?
Yeah.
I think the live stream is on.
I would have combed my hair, but you're going to zoom in. That's too close. This is
great. You're having fun with this series, right?
Yeah.
I think so. It's good. It's very practical. Helps people a lot. You guys have such a great opportunity to generate a lot of awareness.
Oh, so did you have to reset the thing?
I was. Can you see everything I'm doing?
Yeah.
Is it in the menu?
Yeah.
I couldn't find like a quick way to bump up the microphone sensitivity.
Oh. All right. All right.
You need to set up like this, Paul.
We're not professionals.
That's $10,000.
That's what you hire them for.
So Paul, what time do you think realistically we'll start?
I mean, they're supposed to. I mean, they're supposed to be here. They're ready to get started, but they're not.
Sure.
They thought they'd be here by now.
I don't need much. So, worst case scenario, if you guys are recording the video, we might.
The sound is
That's okay. It's only finesse B-roll. So, what is that? Did you shoot on Nikon or?
It's a Nikon SLR.
Did you shoot it in 1920s?
Yeah, I think.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, we'll see. I still have a good 20 minutes. It's an older camera too.
We were just talking yesterday, because the problem with these is a lot of them only can record 20 or 30 minutes, and you have to stop and restart it. Because they like built-in features so the sensors don't overheat.
Right. Yep.
We were talking about getting a dedicated camera, but I think the max we would probably only be able to spend is maybe like $2,500 or $3,000.
I mean, you can buy a video camera now for that, no problem.
I guess we just want to, I don't know. I know like cameras like this, but I don't know like video cameras. Like, I don't know.
It's real easy. It really is. Plus, I mean, if you guys buy it, show me that no show me how to use it. So, once you kind of do it a couple times, it's no problem.
Is everything pretty much on memory cards now? No more like mini DV tapes or anything?
So everyone says that this group
No.
of high school students, that's the main group.
In fact, does that use a compact flash or SD?
SD?
Yeah. These, I mean, a lot of them still use SD.
So
This one uses SD.
the speakers are gonna be in that hole up there, and so you probably wanna be right next to them. This is gonna be filming, and so is that possibly. So, I mean, mostly tight shots, you probably won't even be in.
Okay.
The further you stand away from the person speaking, the less chance it's being. But I don't know. I mean, whatever's etiquette for how close you should be. But you can have them sit maybe in that. We want the speakers to sit in the front row so they can stand up and speak. So we'll probably have him over here on that side.
Okay.
Unless you think we better be over here with you standing there.
Do you want us in the live stream or you don't want us in?
We don't care.
Okay, so I mean, it would just be easier. If he's the only deaf person, we can just sit with him instead of being up there as a distraction.
Okay. I mean, wherever he wants, really. It's
Yeah,
fine.
we can ask him. But if you don't want us in the live stream, I thought you were just there because you wanted us in it. But
Oh no.
if you don't want us in it,
Another time when we did something where it was just like, it was just too weird.
yeah, I was here for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Because at that time there was like 4 deaf people, so it made sense to stand up. But if it's just him, then we can just sit down like over here or something and just sit with front of him and just interpret for him.
Okay.
See if there's a preference either way.
I'm sure he'll just want us to see.
Pretty low key.
We'll ask him.
Thank you.
First one, pleasure to meet you. Welcome to UCA. You didn't get the phone?
Is there anything that you'd like to do about I mean, like, just know there's like something specific, like African.
Kim has 12 schools, charter schools in the district, and we're run by DC government school system for a little while, about a year ago. So their transition coordinator works with CEO programs. You're aware of that? It's a partnership between nonprofits and DC government to provide mentoring opportunities for youth. That's how Jonathan got here today. What's your interest with us today? Is there a particular field that you're interested in?
Then I do a job after it, and I was like, I guess.
He's going to be a mentor. We were just talking
Great. I've done 2 trainings for 2 weeks each. Get over now, basically, I'm here.
the things about
And then it's like the numbers are floor, wing, and then.
Last week. She was I did. I'm waiting.
Of course, it's working perfectly right now, right? When these kids show up, crash. I'm sure it's working perfectly now. When the kids show up, it'll crash.
Should I?
Just remember, we're live, so don't say anything that would upset our audience.
Should I turn off the camera until we start, or just? I guess it'll probably be turning off by itself. It's getting close to that.
Yeah, I'm like nervous. Like, what happens if we turn it off? But I guess it auto shuts off anyway.
Yeah.
But I think like after a while, if there's no video, it's gonna say. I think we just gotta. How's the battery?
Ooh, it's like 30-40%. Yeah, this goes through battery. Oh, it actually has a countdown. It's turning off in 4 seconds. 3.
Turning off in 4 seconds. right. Waiting to get started. I'm back. I gotta send them an email.
Wait, just one.
In the office all day, the day after the one, he came in. I'm actually losing. Help us out 5 foot, and we'll be better. I'm going to move it.
Who said that? $1,000 whooping. I was at that game. It was close in the third quarter.
But it doesn't matter.
$1,000 whooping.
It wasn't a woman, but they got SO5. So I need
That was already done.
I need some help with flood. I mean, if you get 6 year, if before the season starts, the 6-year players are good.
You know what, like how, you know.
Then you get suspended. Then your number 1 receiver is suspended.
I've already been checking.
You okay?
Oh, yeah.
I don't want it anymore.
One of the other. You root for the Mets. I root for the Yankees. I hate the Mets. I root for the Jets. I hate the Giants. And I root for the Mets. I hate the Mets.
Oh, great. I'm just not.
You're showing the TV, Todd. Nice.
Was there any action earlier if they left? How they get food?
Yeah. I've already done it.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Well, we do have some snacks up here. So what are some of your rules of eating?
Well,
Based on everything, what's the soonest you see this going? 10?
No. But they're not here yet, so I would say we're
I'm from the Office of Disability Rights.
I'd say it's soon to be 9:45. Let's see, if I think they were gonna ask the management to hear how long they had.
It's all good. I'm gonna get someone else to come down. But I'm switch to my phone.
Okay.
Worst case scenario, can I show you how to turn that on? Notice I'll get a wide shot. Yeah. All right. Thanks. I know you're basically going to be over here, but there's 2 record buttons, actually probably 3. But typically there's one up here, this one right here.
Okay.
And I'm pretty much set where I want it to be. It's already exposed and everything. Okay. All you have to do is turn right to see the red light. The red light's recording. So I kind of want it that wide shot right there. Okay. That. And then and the zoom is over here.
I'm not
See, this is called the rocker. You can see how it zooms in.
And the other guy is just exposure like focus rings.
features. And
So I'll go ahead and set the focus. So it's pretty much focused. And that won't change. Okay.
Move back against the wall. And we can see.
So, and then there's another record button. In fact,
Stand on my right side.
And if you want to stand over here.
Yeah, I can see it better.
And you're sitting here.
If I sit in front, I'm talking to like this.
it's exposed.
Generally, I just like having it.
It's focused.
Not a big room. Depending on the situation.
Do you, this is kind of like deep?
Yeah, that's what it says. Yeah.
Okay, you don't care about like focusing this?
No. And in fact, if anything, if you're recording on your card, I might have Bob come by later and just grab your card. Just
We're not recording on the card. We're just it's going straight to YouTube.
Can you record on the card?
It is capable. I can't do
Both?
but I think it is downloadable.
All right. Well, we just need some people. What resolution you guys should? Online though?
Yeah.
All right. Well, so anyway, like I said, I'm gonna
Got to get away from here.
worst case scenario. If you could just turn on that record button. Like this one right here. Okay.
I need to get me
Go ahead and turn it on real quick.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What I did was do it today.
So there's that. Okay. And then once that runs for a few minutes, and if you feel like you want to get me a different shot or something.
What's the red stuff in the yellow bowl? Oh, that's what you were just saying. Those are struggles. That's just too
I mean, all right, man. Thanks.
Nothing about
Some like B-roll of like people in suits shaking hands and stuff like that.
Well, no, I mean, just really, what I really want is a shot over there, shooting over here at the students.
Okay.
But I'll see if I can get someone to come down.
Okay.
Thanks.
Yeah.
They're gonna get started.
Okay.
So we're gonna get started. It's really important that we fill everybody to the far end, so when the rest of the students come, they don't have to cross the camera. You guys don't mind?
We should, okay. So he wants us to fall. He wants us to stand here.
That's fine.
This is fine.
Yeah,
He's
we're
gonna
really
sit.
worried about this.
Yeah, he's gonna sit right there. I guess.
There? Okay.
Yeah, we can talk about that.
We'll find creative ways around it.
Well, if you're gonna speak, if you're speaking, we would like you in the front row,
Oh, we do?
anywhere you
Oh, so
want.
they've been waiting?
Yes.
Okay, I can understand that.
Anybody who's speaking front row will be much appreciated.
I'm not speaking until later.
Yeah, but you
But
can
I'll
speak
sit
to
next
me
to you
in
if you want.
We got Halloween candy over there? This is agriculture. There's no sweets. No sweets.
Yes, would you like some Krispy Kreme?
Yeah.
There's bananas and strawberries too.
I don't see any fresh fruit over there.
Yes, there is. We're USDA.
That's what I mean. Fresh fruit. Put all that sugar over
And
there.
they're organic too. They might have
Last
USDA.
thing these young kids need is sugar.
Nobody else is
He's a treasure.
Yes.
Bittersweet, but it's
Till he gets on the beach.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah, but it's some more than others.
He's talking about me.
I know you're not lying already waiting. Yeah. So you.
They remembered you. I don't know why. I mean, I saw you walking.
I'm not really.
I was a student. I was a student.
I think I was on. Some of them look nice.
There's a lot of
To get $10,000.
What do they call that?
Is there any way we can ask the folks online if they can give us with their patients by moving? You know, especially if the kids show up, you know, doing this. And I know what they're waiting on
your brother,
quite a
where's your brother?
while.
You're working in
Tried.
my sister, yeah. No, I'm not joking with you.
Oh, yeah.
It's just an additional 5 minutes.
Yeah, I just
That's what it's about.
What time is it? You can do it over here.
I worked with him,
I'll let us.
then I left.
Ladies and gentlemen online, thank you for bearing with us. We're excited to bring this to you through YouTube Live. We're going to get started in 5 minutes. So, well, I guess you guys are on a 30-second delay. So 5 minutes and 30 seconds, we'll get started. So, all right, thank you. Let me get it.
Hard time getting parent aid, teacher aid, because of staffing. So she did that one. And they are little ways, so it does make sense to begin. And when they arrive, we bring them in. That's their story. It's probably gonna be another call. Oh, okay, yeah.
Hey, Rod. Young man was good about that.
But I remember when he was doing
Close.
doing this in conjunction with the Department of Labor, because, you know, they were funding it for a number of years. And, I mean, somehow they seem to get along.
Yeah.
They were all moving it off.
It'd be nice to get up to that scale. I think with, I'm not sure, I don't know much of the history of it. I started with Office of Disability Rights last year and approached me. Because I was like, oh yeah, sure, I was like,
International and he's major too, but has a lot of. So she's on program manager. Why don't I just throw that, I don't have to find the program that we did with labor. It was, and we did match, everybody got matched. That was really sort of hard. And then also, sometimes I just got the impression.
You are school?
And sometimes I mean, maybe doing this small.
Pathways, or pathways?
It's gonna be a lot more.
It's an intern program, one in the government, where
Okay,
you
we're
work on
grabbing,
now.
40 students in the school, and 30. I just got the impression that, I wasn't really sure whether it was gonna have an impact on.
Because we work when the government talked to Allison, and Allison shared we have some
Smaller,
non-consent.
that small group has a big.
As often as I like it.
Especially with your background.
Quality over quantity, I guess.
Let me ask you this though, I know
The
one of the
training,
big challenges
and
that Matt and I had over the last 2 years is that because it's in October, when we put the pitch out in September, it's really difficult to get that quick turnaround.
Yeah, that's always, and I think the problem,
Exactly.
employment awareness. Now, we do tell coordinators, you want to do it some other times.
Nice to meet you, we
I
should.
mean, they have complete flexibility.
The teacher's aide
The middle?
was running late.
Okay, yeah, no.
So they're not gonna be here.
We already got all that.
Yeah, right.
Mr. Cambershire.
I wonder if
Excuse me.
All right, good morning everyone and welcome to today. This is our Disability Mentoring Day program, and actually this is our second time hosting this program. October is Disability Awareness Month, and so we're happy that everyone is here with us to celebrate as well, and we want to just welcome you, and we want to at the same time let you know that we're hoping that you'll find that you have great opportunities here with USDA. There are many different things that you're going to see today, and with that we hope that perhaps you'll be able to find yourself doing one of those particular jobs. So we welcome you, and we're going to go ahead and get started with that. And I also want to thank our online audience for your patience this morning as well, as we kind of getting a late start, but we're rolling and ready to get going. So with that, I'm going to bring on Curtis Wilborn, who's going to give us a few opening remarks. Curtis is the Director of Office of Operations. He oversees many of the programs that go on here at USDA, particularly from facility management to safety and security, sustainability, engineering, and many other programs that we have here within USDA, trying to make sure that all of our facilities are kept up to speed and that we are providing services to our customers and our employees as need be. So I give you Curtis.
Thank you, Ginger. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to USDA Disability Mentoring Day. Let me make just a couple of points here before I start with finishing off some of the comments that Ginger made with respect to the role and responsibility that I have. I was asked by one of the teachers' aide to go into that, talk a little bit about what Office of Operations does and some of the functions we're responsible for. But before I say that, I want to talk a little bit about mentoring and how important mentoring is. Now, I was just sharing with Mr. Shorter, who I'll have the pleasure of introducing in a moment, the fact that in December of this year, I'll be celebrating 38 years of federal service. Now, one of the things that made that possible for me is the fact that I've benefited from a very long line of mentors. And it is amazing to me, certainly for young people who are coming into the federal government and trying to determine, what their opportunities and their path might be to success, and what kinds of things they should and should not be doing, how much you can benefit from a very successful mentoring relationship. I encourage you to take advantage of the opportunities that we're going to be discussing here today. I think that as you get into some of the tours that some of the members of my staff are going to be facilitating this afternoon, you'll see some things, and I encourage you to ask questions about exactly what are we doing, and how that might influence your decision for not only a career in the federal government, but here at UCA, because we think UCA is a great place to work. So let me talk a little bit about Office of Operations. The Office of Operations has a responsibility for not just facility operations and maintenance, but we also are very much involved in sustainability programs, which has everything to do with recycling and ensuring that we have programs for sustainable energy and making sure that we are utilizing all of the various authorities at our disposal to reduce energy consumption. Very important for the Office of Operations and USDA because we are one of the largest real estate holders in the country, certainly within the federal government. So we talk about sustainability, we talk about operating costs. It's very important that we have people that are not just specialized in those areas, but they have an interest in it. And I understand that some of you may have an interest in some of that. The other thing that we are very much involved in here at the USDA is centralized business operations. That includes the Target Center, which some of you may not know also has a national program and scope. It's not just localized here in the National Capital Region. It also includes warehouse operations. It includes mailroom operations. But we also operate 3 medical units. One here in the South Building of the USDA headquarters complex, one at George Washington Carver Center in Beltsville, another one in another leased facility here in the NCR. So we have a very broad and a very diverse portfolio of services that we provide. We're very proud to be stewards of this magnificent facility that, with respect to federal departments, we're the only one that has presence here in the National Mall. And I am excited about having the opportunity to invite you to join us in looking at all the various opportunities that exist, not only with respect to mentoring, but we do this for a purpose. We hope that one day you make the decision that UCA will be your employer of choice. So with that said, let me introduce your next speaker. Mr. Malcolm Shorter is currently the Deputy Assistant Secretary for Administration for USDA. He has a very long history, in doing a lot of things in a lot of different places. We're delighted to have him in this position. He's been very supportive, not only of everything that we do with Office of Operations, but particularly here at the Target Center. So with that said, Mr. Shorter.
And you know, it's not really just questions about, you know, the department. Sometimes you have other questions, questions about life, because other things happen in life. You want to talk about school, you want to talk about grades, because all of those, we do that with our employees, because a well-rounded employee knows that you care. I spent about 24 years in the military, and one of the things we used to have in the military when we talked about soldiers was a soldier didn't care what you knew until he knew that you cared. Well, that's how we break that here in the department. We want our employees to know that we care about them. We talk to them about their future goals. We will talk to you about your goals, what it is you want to do, what are your interests, how can we best facilitate your interests, what are the things you need to get to, what are your future academic goals, how do those goals fit into maybe something here at the department, or maybe they won't be here at the department. I heard one gentleman told me he might want to go into foreign affairs. We do have some foreign affairs abilities here in the department when we do foreign ag service, but there's also a big building not too far away from here called the State Department that lots of folks have that opportunity to do that. So what we want to do is give you the opportunity to, one, see USDA, understand that we do want to be your employer of choice, because we do want all the talent we can get, because I want to make this pitch too. Remember, agriculture is a growing industry. In the year 2050, they said about 9 billion people we're going to have to feed. That's about 2.5 billion more than we have right now, so somebody's got to feed them. We're a growing industry. We don't stop. People have to eat every day. And we are the department that gets a chance to touch people every day. People say, well, yeah, that's true, because I eat. It's not just for you eat. Those who are wearing garments, blouses. So we touch in ways you might not recognize. So I'm really happy to have you here. We're excited. You can tell by the team that we brought forth out here to spend some time with you. I want to thank right away Mr. Milne for OHRM for being here, his folks, Allison and Rod from OHRM, and certainly I want to take Mr. Wilburn and his staff here, the Target Center, Ginger and their folks, for all the goodness that's going to happen here today. Now before I leave, what happens is people say, well, you know, I have a disability, I might not be able to do it. Yes, you can. Listen, we all get disabilities. I'm going to prove to you that because I have one now. As you get older, your eyesight starts to go. Your memory starts to go, so you have to use these glasses and read off this paper. So I'm going to use these glasses and read off this paper just to make sure that I have the things right that I need to. I want to introduce some very important people here, and I want to get names right because I always like to get people's names right. I want to thank Helena Berger, there you go, from the American Association for People with Disabilities for joining us and for her organization for facilitating this today. So thank you very much. And I also want to thank Kaylee Washinko. Did I get that right?
Close enough.
Well, okay, good enough. From the D.C. Mayor's office, from the Executive Office of the Mayor, Office of Disability Rights. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for joining us. And thank all the students that are here now and those that are on their way and those that are online. And if we can be of further assistance, please reach out to us. We want to do that. Thank you.
Thank you very much to both Curtis and Malcolm who have spoken thus far. Thank you again. And we want to move forward with our program, but as we do so, I just want you to keep in mind that we're here to learn from you just as much as you want to learn from us as well. Okay, so there's a lot of good things planned for you today. As we move forward, I want to introduce to you Ms. Helena Berger. Again, as Malcolm just mentioned, she is the president and CEO of the American Association of People with Disabilities. She is a leader in her field. She's been she's an advocate for individuals with disabilities and has been advocating as such for at least 25 years or so, not more. So we want to go ahead and welcome her at this time.
Thank you and good morning, and I want to extend again my thanks to the USA, to Ginger, to Mr. Wilburn, to Mr. Shorter, also to Kaylee Wasenko from the DC Office on Disability Rights, and I don't know if he's here, but is Sean Dulling here from the DC CEO program? Okay, in Anacostia High School. So he's not here, but hopefully he will arrive shortly. As Ginger mentioned, yeah, I'm Helena Berger with the American Association of People with Disabilities. I have been doing disability rights work for over 25 years. I like to say maybe I started around 12 or 13. Hope you believe that. But it has been a long time. I've been affiliated with the American Association of People with Disabilities for about 18 years. So I have a long history with the organization and with the disability community. AAPD is the National Coordinator of Disability Mentoring Day. Disability Mentoring Days started in 1999 under the Clinton administration. And when it started, there were maybe about 3 dozen students that participated. Now we have this national program across the country. We have local coordinators, again, across the country, putting on programs anywhere from 5 to 10 students participating to literally hundreds of students. We have known in the past that this program on a national basis can actually affect about anywhere from 10,000 to 15,000 students and job seekers with disabilities. And it's really all about career development for students and job seekers with disabilities, and doing that by job shadowing and hands-on career exploration. And I really want to underscore, as Mr. Shorter said, the mentoring part. The mentoring part is really critical, which is why we call this Disability Mentoring Day. We know the impact that mentoring has on young people with disabilities as well as adults. I actually did a little research before coming here, and there was a study done, published by called Child Trends, and it's titled Mentoring, a Promising Strategy for Youth Development. And it found that youth who participated in mentoring relationships experienced a number of positive benefits, such as in terms of educational achievement. Mentored youth have better school attendance, better chance of going on to higher education, better attitudes towards school. In terms of health and safety, mentoring appears to help prevent abuse, substance abuse, and reduce some negative youth behaviors. And on a social and emotional development front, taking part in mentoring promotes positive social attitudes and relationships. Mentored youth tend to trust their parents more and communicate better with them. So that's why we hope today that you will take this program really seriously, listen, network, as you say, ask questions, and really, hopefully this is a start of developing a relationship with a mentor that really can help you in school, help you figure out your career goals and how to achieve those. I know on a personal level for myself, I think anybody who's been relatively successful in their career, I think if you talk to, they've all had at least one mentor, or if not more. And it's somebody you can really rely on. I mean, we have our parents, we have our friends, but that mentor is really there when you have somebody you just want to rely on outside of the realm of your friends and parents. And they can give you a very honest, I think, perspective about yourself, about where you need to go, how you can improve. So again, I really hope that you take today really seriously, and I'm sure you will. I know that's why you're here. And like I said, this is hopefully the beginning of a relationship that will last beyond today. When DMD started, it did start as a one-day program, but our goal all along has been for it to be more than a one-day program. This is a relationship that hopefully will last. It could be literally throughout your lifetime. You talk to people who say, God, I've had this mentor for the last 25 years. So like I said, even into adulthood, I think we all need that type of advice, that type of guidance. So again, it's really, I think, critical to our development. The other thing I want to bring up that was mentioned by Mr. Shorter is the whole issue of employment. And I want to compliment USDA. I think they're a perfect example, or a shining example, of an agency who's really getting it right when it comes to wanting to employ more people with disabilities. One of the biggest challenges in the disability community right now is the employment of people with disabilities. We have a huge talent pool of people with disabilities that just are not getting employed. I think most of you are probably aware that we just celebrated the 25th anniversary of the Americans with Disabilities Act in July. The one statistic that has not changed, and some reports are saying it even got worse since the passage of the ADA, is the employment rate of people with disabilities. And let me just throw out another statistic here. Every month, the Department of Labor comes out with stats regarding employment, and that includes people with disabilities. In September, the labor force participation rate for people with disabilities, and that means if you're 16 years or older, and if you're looking for a job, or actively, or employed or actively seeking a job, the participation rate was 19%. For people without disabilities, it was 68%. a huge disparity, and to be honest, probably a disgrace for a country like ours. So we know, again, there's a huge talent pool out there of people with disabilities. We need more organizations like USDA to be proactive, to reach out to students and bring them in for internships. This becomes a pipeline to hire them down the road. So again, I know there are other people on the agenda. I don't want to take up more time, but I just want to emphasize again how critical this program is. To thank USDA for hosting us, for setting an example in terms of really being proactive to hire people with disabilities. And I want to really thank the students for taking the time out of their day to come here. And like I said, I think you're going to realize this is going to be potentially a life-changing experience for you. So really take advantage of it. Thank you. Oh, I think there's a question.
I appreciate your comments and would like to recommend that you make contact with the Office of Personnel Management, and more specifically Justin Johnson, the Executive Director of the Chief Human Capital Officer, because this presentation that you just made should be shared with the Chief Human Capital Officers that represent all federal employees. And I think it would make a difference. I mean, we talk on a regular basis about hiring individuals with targeted disabilities and disabilities, but hearing it from a member of the association and hearing the stats will have an impact. I saw it, several years ago with Joyce Bender, did it before the Chico Council, and if you want, Allison or Rod can facilitate that meeting for you.
I think that's a great idea. I would love that. As a matter of fact, I'll just let you know that a former OPM employee, Michael Murray, I don't know if anybody, I know you know Michael Murray, but Michael was responsible at OPM for enforcing President Obama's executive order to hire 100,000 people with disabilities within a 5-6 year period. Michael is now at AAPD, so I think both of us would be happy to come out and talk to anybody at OPM and other agencies. I mean, I know because this is National Disability Employment Awareness Month, Michael actually has been talking to a lot of agencies in DC and outside of DC about hiring people with disabilities. So we are happy to come out and speak to anybody who's willing to listen to us about why you need to be hiring people with disabilities. And the other thing, let's not forget, there's an aging population. I'm in that population. I think there may be some people in this room who are in that population. So we're baby boomers. We're going to be aging out. We're going to be retiring. Both private sector, public sector. We're looking, right? Everybody's looking for talented people. There are, hundreds of thousands, if not millions of people with disabilities that are out there that can fill that void. So again, maybe when this program ends, we can just chat a little more. You can tell me exactly who to contact, but I'd be more than happy to do that. This is critical, and I think, lastly, I'm an advocate. I can go on forever, so I promise I'll wrap this up. But if we're really talking about, independence for people with disabilities, economic self-sufficiency for people with disabilities, that really comes from a job. We do know, I'm just going to throw out another statistic for people with disabilities. Their poverty rate is 2.5 times higher than people without disabilities. And of course we know, obviously, that unemployment rate ties into that. So again, I'm happy, my organization is happy to help in any way I can, both with USDA, any other federal agency. And again, thank you for hosting me, and applause to USDA.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Helena. A couple of things that I just want to share with you that came out of what Helena just mentioned. One is the fact that as we sit here, you can see the relationships that are already forming between each other, just with Billy giving some guidance in terms of who to contact with your office overall. But at the same time, I think about the fact that one of the things that you mentioned is the importance of having a mentor throughout your career and even beyond. I know that I have a mentor currently that I've been working with, and I'm sure that there are many here who probably have a mentor as well. And so it's important that it's not just something that you or someone that you have for a period of time, but you want to continue to have a mentor throughout your developmental years and your career and so forth. Okay? So next we have Ms. Kaylee Wasinga, who I understand, if she won't mind me saying this, we need to say congratulations. She just got engaged. Kaylee is a public affairs specialist for the DC Office of Disability Rights. She develops curriculums and facilitates outreach events that aim to inform DC residents with disabilities of their rights and responsibilities under the Americans with Disability Act. Additionally, Ms. Osinko is the staff liaison for the DC Commission, Persons with Disabilities. She's a mayoral elected group. This is a mayoral elected group that advises the mayor on matters concerning constituents with disabilities. And so we're thankful that she has partnered with us today as well.
Thank you. And I should mention too that the chair of the Commission on Persons with Disabilities is a USDA employee. That was pretty exciting. I feel very excited today. Not just because I got engaged yesterday, but for many reasons. I'm thankful that Mayor Bowser has made Pathways to the Middle Class a focus of her initiatives. In her proposed budget, she states that the first way to enhance DC as a competitive economy is to engage the communities in a more meaningful and productive way. And this is why the Developmental Disabilities Council and the DC Office of Disability Rights have teamed up for Disability Mentoring Days, which is a program that brings meaningful work experiences to people with disabilities and invites employers to learn about the benefits of hiring people with disabilities. Unemployment and underemployment are not just DC issues, they are national issues. In Michigan, my brother Ryan is a man with Down syndrome. He is an athlete, a very talented artist, a sociable working age man with experience as an associate manager in a retail setting. Yet he spent many years looking for a job, and when an offer finally came through, it was for a position that earns less than $2 an hour. It is my personal belief that all people deserve at least minimum wage. I believe my brother is worth more than what he makes and will continue to support him in his workforce advancement. In that same light, I believe that the mentee here, Paul, brings more than that and is a valuable asset to a workplace. I also believe that the other mentees here and Jonathan offer the same potential. This starts with proper education and proper opportunities to demonstrate their skills. In so many ways, the USDA Target Center is ahead of the game. From their traditional programs to their 6-month-long campaign to align their goals with the Department of Labor's National Disability Employment Awareness Month, the Target Center has fostered an atmosphere that enhances the understanding of the value of people with disabilities in the workplace. The USDA commitment to meaningful internships leads to real jobs. My coworker, Matt McCullough, had 3 internships with USDA and is now the current director of the DC Developmental Disabilities Council. Thank you to the Target Director, Ginger Dorsey, for opening up your doors for us today. Thank you to Sean Dooling, the talented transition coordinator who helped bring many of the mentees today. Your dedication allows the DC Office of Disability Rights to continue to advance the mayor's vision of a stronger pathway to the middle class. Finally, thank you to the mentees who are here bright and early and ready to learn. Keep your eyes open today. Impress everyone you meet, and use this experience as one more step towards your dream job. I look forward to working under your leadership one day. Thank you.
Thank you, Kaylee. Next we have Rob Mance, who was our USDA Mentoring Program Manager, and he's going to come and talk to us just a little bit about some of the different types of mentoring programs that we have here at USDA and that are available for you to take advantage of.
So before I do that, I just have to say that everybody that's spoken thus far has really talked about everything that our mentoring program is about. First, they said that we want to attract top talent, and that's you all. So we want to make sure that you come here to USDA. But then after we get you here, we want to keep you here. We don't want you to leave and take your talents on the road. We want to keep you here as a part of us. And then the third thing we want to do is develop you. So you might have plenty of education right now, plenty of experiences, but we want to add to that while you're here at USDA. And then the last thing that we want to do, as mentioned, you have some baby boomers that are going to retire. We want to get that information that they have and all that experience that they have and pass it on to you. So that's what our mentoring program is all about. The different programs that we have. First and foremost, we realize that you're not a part of USDA. So we want to let you know that we have some community outreach programs. My boss mentioned my brother's keeper, supervisor, he does not like that word. I apologize, he does not like that word. My colleague, Mr. Milton, mentioned some of the outreach programs that we have, and one of those programs is my brother's keeper program. We participate in that. You know, that's a presidential sponsored program. And we have some other programs that Allison sponsors as well. But once you become a USDA employee, we have several different programs, mentoring programs. The first one is the intern program. So Pathways interns all get a mentor. Usually it's your sponsor that brings you aboard, but if you want to be matched to someone else, we can make that happen as well. The second type of match is SCS CDP. So for those of you that want to be an executive someday, we can match you with an executive of your choice. We have plenty of executives in the room with us right now. Mr. Wilburn, he's no longer here. He's also an executive. We match people across career fields. So just because you're doing one career field doesn't mean that you have to be matched within that career field. And then the third type of match we have is general career development. So general career development could be anything from a technical aspect all the way to the soft skills that are associated with any job that you might have to do across the functions of USDA. So those are the three different types of mentoring partnerships that we have, and we've talked about the 4 different things that we want to do with our mentoring programs. And one of the things that I would like to do for you all is ask you if you have any questions for me. I know all of our other presenters didn't have an opportunity to do that. No?
2 mentees? Do you have a mentor? Do you have a mentor? Young man, Jonathan? You have a mentor?
That'd be Derek.
Derek? Okay, you got one. All right.
Jonathan, not to put you on the spot, but you and I were talking about, I asked you what your dream job was, and you told me your top one, which was really cool, but the next one down I thought was very exciting. Would you be willing to share with us what that was?
That was mechanical engineering and then chemical engineering.
Okay. Well, on a personal note, I've had several mentors as well, and I grew up in the area. All those mentors have played a huge role in my development. The military, like Mr. Shorter, I'm also a veteran, and in the military, mentoring is just a part of the culture. It's not something that's a program. It's just something that you do. And so hopefully when you get here at USDA, we can do the same thing for you. All right. So we hope to recruit you here. I hope you have a great time during your day. It looks like Mr. Milton has something.
Would you just share for the students that are going to come later that will provide contact information for them to reach out to you and Allison for purposes of the outreach?
Sure, absolutely. So Ginger has all of my contact information. I can leave business cards with you if you like. I'll bring those back by after I leave. Okay, sure. Thank you very much.
Okay, well, we want to thank all of our speakers this morning. We will have one more speaker this afternoon after lunch. That'll be Allison maybe. But at this time, what we would like to do is actually begin pairing up our mentees with their mentors. And so we've got a couple of people here that we're going to do that with. And after that, they're gonna spend some time with about an hour with their mentors, and then they're gonna go ahead and go to lunch with them as well. And we'll come back here and hopefully be able to.
I just want to play it.
Sure. Okay. Go ahead.
There's just one thing I wanted to mention about AAPD that I think could be really helpful for the students in the room and people watching is that AAPD has a summer internship program for college students with disabilities. Applications will be probably coming out before the end of the year. You can check out our website at www.aapd.com. We do a national search. We pay for students to come to DC, send them back home. We give them a stipend as well as housing. So again, it's a phenomenal opportunity. You can get placed on Capitol Hill. You can get placed with a federal agency, you can get placed in a private company. So I just wanted to make everybody aware in the room and people that are watching via YouTube, that again is a phenomenal opportunity. One success story this summer was somebody was working at the Administration for Community Living. They loved her so much that they kept her on, and she will probably be becoming a permanent employee before the end of the year. So I just wanted, I would be remiss if I didn't make that opportunity available to everybody. And like I said, I would just check our website, and I would encourage anybody who's eligible to apply for our summer internship. Thanks.
Okay, thank you. So again, after lunch, we'll come back and we will have an opportunity to listen to our mentees and hear some of their experiences that they've had with their mentors today. So at this time, you have to forgive me, I was going to say I got caught on the name Jonathan, and your mentor's name is Joseph, actually Joseph Brown, and he's with our engineering group, and so you'll be paired with him, and Joseph is right behind you. I was almost close to say Jonathan and Jonathan, but I said let me clarify that. But Joseph, the two of you will be together. And then actually, Paul, you will be paired with Allison Levy, who is our Disability Employment Program Manager. And so she will have several things to share with you at that time. Okay? Are there any other questions? Are there any other questions at all? Okay, well again, please feel free to come back after lunch. Lunch will take place probably right around 11:15 or so, 11:15, 11:30 at this time, and we'll come back here right around 12:15 and resume the rest of our afternoon program, where at that time, again, Allison Levy will speak to us for a few minutes, but we'll also have an opportunity to show you some of the different technology that is here in the Target Center, and you'll have a chance to kind of try that out and test that out for yourselves as well. Okay? Well, thank you very much to everyone. Thank you. Appreciate that.
Why did I ferment?
I figured that
Ladies, I'm gonna have to get back to that work. I'm sorry I put your name in me.
No, you really did a very nice job.
Congratulations on that.
Did that work?
You're being recognized.
Talk staff.
Received a recognition.
Yeah, before
What interested you in